Welcome to the Musing Live Show. And if you're new to my show, I live in a boundaryless world. And I muse about all things on the Mystic Highway. And this show is about the elements of emotion and your skin. And you can Google a lot of things on the internet. However, I use this method of the unseen world and the elemental highway when it comes to the essentials of the emotions and what that all entails and also what that also triggers. Woo! So the color of your skin is less important than the spirit which moves it. Feelings are actually written all over your skin, and it becoming red and inflamed when you're upset to soft and radiant when you're happy, that inner heart glow that you get. And navigating the language of the body through the skin is an elemental thing, along with the cycle of the seasons, the season you're born into, the season of your life, and so much more. So the link between our skin and the emotions is actually starting to become more understood as the outside world, meaning your dermatologists or doctors, they're starting to see the effects firsthand on their clients or patients. So something intuitive and nature mystics have known all along. So I truly sense the inner giggle that it's taken science to actually convince humanity what their inner being has actually known all along. We have literally left or lost connection to the magic that resides within us. But you know that it's just my belief system, and it's obviously different, but different is also very golden. So starting to get or understand that our mood really does show up on our body, or more importantly, our face. The skin is actually the largest indicator of your state of mind, happy and calm. Your skin tends to maintain its clarity and even adopt a radiance and a glow that emanates outward, out into that magnificent auric field. It's magnificent. Where, if you're angry or stressed or even anxious, so is your skin. It can turn red, it can break out in pimples or acne, flare up with rosacea or psoriasis. However, here's the amazing great news. There are things you can do to stop the negative emotions from affecting not just your face, but your entire body. Hello, your entire body is encapsulated by your skin. Your skin, as one of or the largest organ, it actually communicates its own language. It picks up on and even expresses vital energy in all or many forms. So ask yourself, why does your skin get moody? It goes back to your fight or flight response, that super adaptive, instinctive language that enables you to kick into action. When you're faced with something stressful, your adrenal glands secrete hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, along with small amounts of testosterone that trigger a cascade of reactions. It's like a waterfall that can lead to excess oil production. So the elemental imbalance of wood, which is oiliness or decreased immunity, that's an inner vibration of all things within the elemental energetic system, actually. Spurring up cold sores or even psoriasis, which is a combination of the fire and the earth element and energy. Increased blood vessels, causing puffiness, or even under eye circles, which is an imbalance of fire, metal, and water. Even getting acneic breakouts, which is earth or rosacea of fire. So all of these elements speak a language. And adding to the situation, research shows that cortisol can actually lower the energy of your metabolism of your skin cells by up to 40%, resulting in reducing and causing damage because the ability to respond to stress is reduced. Also, negative emotions like sadness from a breakup, which is metal, or grief, or a deadline anxiety, again metal, can disrupt our positive living lifestyle and habits. And we tend to let our skincare routines fall to the wayside, failing to remove makeup at night, clogging up our pores, skipping moisturizer, which can make us look like we're weathered. We also might lose sleep, which triggers the release of cortisol, or stress-eat foods with refined sugar, which causes insulin to rise and then testosterone. Or you could be like me And I get an emotional triggered not to eat at all. I dump a bunch of weight. And it's actually toxic weight that ends up being the emotions of the other person anyways, that I'd been carrying anyway. Different venue, however, but it does exist. And at times, however, you will find feelings of joy can manifest physically as well. So in cases where something positive happens, you get the release of endorphins, oxytocin, serotonin, even dopamine, the so-called feel amazing hormones, because joy lives in the body and in your heart center. The season of fire. However, you can have joy or fire through all of the elements that reside on the highway or the pathway of your inner and outer body. Hey, and don't mind Diddy in the background. He's expressing his joy as well. So even though they haven't truly been studied, because we tend to not listen unless some study says so, the more uplifting, positive emotions or feelings of joy. Hey, big guy. Confidence, peace, or serenity, strength, curiosity, even creativity, satisfaction. You get the gist of it. It wouldn't or doesn't surprise me that these chemicals can have an effect on the barrier function, assisting our skin in appearance, hydration, and even radiance. It's even possible that the release of those feel-good, amazing hormones cause the little muscles around the hair follicles, the erector pili is what it's called, all over the body to relax, leaving your skin feeling smoother, softer. And I'm sure that there's some science that supports this somewhere as well. I just suggest you Google it. But we all get those cold chills when we wake up. Creating a new and mindful routine by taking steps to manage your emotions can assist in addressing skin conditions as they spur. But one of the most common negative emotions that we face on the day-to-day is being pulled in so many millions of directions, and it's vitally important to find ways to offset it. And the bottom line, if stress is going to disappear, then self-care shouldn't either. So there are ways to create the balance of relaxation through aromatherapy, sound baths, or even becoming more popular, meditation, Soliciting Solitude, my online course, even hypnosis. And I use all of these. The quantum serums by Phyto 5 that essentially bring balance to these emotions, using your energy kinetics, kinesthetic gifts, or your senses of touch, smell, sight, hearing, taste. All of these have assisted people who experience emotional related flare-ups. And I use all of these in my sessions. All the time. I just wondered if I got ahead of myself, but being boundary-less and sensing what you are needed, some of us need the sense of smell or aromatherapy, some of us use sound healing. It's really what resonates with you as to what works for your energy body. Even color for sight is great. Herbs, essential oils, it's just what you are actually resonating and drawn to. And mindful practices begin to act preventatively, and in a lot of cases, we treat the manifestation but not the cause, because if it gets overly rooted, then it gets harder to purify and release, and that's not really solving the problem. And acupuncture is a great way to create a preventative form. It's been shown to stimulate the release and the synthesis of serotonin, which helps boost your mood and balance the nervous system. And I used to go in just for an energetic tune-up with my acupuncturist at least once a week, just to reinvigorate. So creating a skincare regime and a habit of eating a clean living style can also assist in sustaining a higher positive vibration. Even cannabis, also known as CBD or sativa leaf extract, it's rich in fatty acids that have been skin-soothing properties. So if the herbal route is for you, I use a variety of stress-reducing things, from maintaining a green smoothie living style to a continual exercise routine, but you really need to find what works for you. Solitude, rest, again attuning to your body, your attitude, your higher mind. All of those things are found in the Balance of Being, my online course. So besides using an elemental skin and body care regime, an eating style based on plant vitality, attuning to the emotions at hand, which can actually trigger your blocks and trigger other emotional characteristics. So I truly follow what I created in the Balance of Being online course. That's actually why I designed it. So thanks for joining me for this little snippet of my musing show. And if you want to learn more about the emotions in the skin, browse the elements on my site. And leave a comment below. What's the single greatest insight you got from this musing show? And what action will you take right now to implement it? And as always, enjoy the being that resides within you too. Thanks for joining me for the show. I see you there, Paul, Amber, and Jean-Luc.